hello and welcome to ESO Creators number 7. So today we're going to be visiting Bomson. Hello Bomson.
Hello, nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you too. So before we start, I'm just going to ask you, how long have you been playing ESO for?
Well, I started out when the beta came, and then I played for 30 levels, and I got quite fast bored. So I quit back to World of Warcraft and played that again.
Yeah.
And then I had I was playing actually Rust for some time as a builder. And then I watched some videos on YouTube about people building houses in ESO, and then I decided to come back. And that's
Very
March
nice.
this year. Yeah. So I just came back and have been building ever since. Every dime I earn goes into building.
Very nice. So this is Moon Sugar Meadow.
Yeah, this is Moonsugar Meadow. It's I think it's one of the best plots to build on, actually. So I had a really hard time on deciding what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I always have an idea before I start building at a place, and I knew I wanted to do like a big tree house.
Yeah.
So yeah, came here, started trying to find the perfect location, and of course, as many others, I settled on the next to the waterfall,
Mm.
and I started building up the big tree. Didn't know at
Very
the
nice.
moment how it was going to look, but well, it was a lot of trees. Get the big tree going.
It's a really nice view from up here.
Yeah, and that's how I do all my builds. I start with like the framework for the house,
Mm.
and then before I start doing anything else, I always cover up the things I need to cover up, make the landscape, like sketch it out. So as you can see as well, I have separated the rest of the meadow with this stone wall or
Yeah.
small mountain, as you can call it.
Yeah, it's great. What made you
Um,
come up with this idea? Did you was there some particular inspiration for it?
well, I'm a big fantasy nerd, you know. It's probably from reading all kind of fantasy books when I was a kid and stuff.
Yeah,
And I love when things are grand. I think in games, things, especially like fantasy games, things should be really larger than life.
yeah, definitely.
So when you're making a tree house, you should make the tree as big as a skyscraper. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it lights
And
you've got under the water over there? Sorry, I'm just looking at the water over there and it looks amazing.
um, I need to check. Just give me a sec. I know it's some type of luminescent grass.
Yeah, because you can't really see the grass from over here. It just the water looks great over there, though.
Yeah, it's glow grass
Mm.
patches. And the thing is, they're blue normally, and just by accident, I discovered they went green when I put them underwater here. So I thought, like, oh,
Ah,
that's really cool. Let's do that.
yeah.
Makes it more dreamy around the tree.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So I made this path as well to go up to the house because I wanted some distance to the tree. Like you need to see
Mm.
it from a distance. So I made this like
You've done the path really well. You can walk on it really nicely. A lot of the time when you try and do that with rocks, you get stuck.
yeah, I've been fixing a bit on it as well because I wanted to when the new thing with when you can have like visitors in the house and make paths. I wanted
Mm.
that to work as well.
Yeah.
Um, well, before we start going, I can tell you something about the concept I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's been a Sabi's houses all the way, and it actually well, it's actually kind of funny because one of the reasons I started building again as well was my daughter was watching me play, and
Yeah.
she oldest one, and she asked me about the cat that was talking. And
Oh.
she's 5 years old, and she went like, "Oh, he's so cool, but where does he live?" I was like,
Ah.
"No, he doesn't have a house yet, but we can make him one." That's how we started out, making a story around the zombie and she had to have these grand houses, and she was a seller and everything.
Oh, that's so cute.
So each house has like a bit of a story behind it. This is her vacation retreat.
Yeah.
My daughter talked about. So it has everything she dreamed about having in a tree house.
Oh, that's sweet.
I must confess, the dog in the cage was my idea. Sabi has a bit of a wicked side, so she's tempting the dog with some treats. So we can
Actually,
go
did you make
over.
that island? Sorry.
Come again?
Did you make that island in the middle?
Well, I think maybe I made parts of it. I'll check. No, actually, it's there. I
Oh,
put all the things on it though.
yeah, I don't notice that was there before.
I like having centerpieces that just like eye candy that you can look at from a distance. So much nice in the game that you can do that.
Yeah.
So I thought I needed a relaxing spot as well, away from the tree. So this would be like just hanging out, fishing. I love fishing in real life, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
Up here, if you need to take a small nap, you can do that in the tent.
Oh,
Read a good book.
very nice. It looks so full. Like you wouldn't imagine that you've only used 700 items here. There's just so much.
Yeah, it's like normally when I do a build, I go way past the limit really fast. So that's why I sketch it out and make it like the way I want it, and then I start removing stuff.
Yeah.
So, the tree at the beginning, I think it was probably 60 trees more than I needed.
How many trees did you use for that?
Oh my god,
Is it a lot?
it's a lot. I can check in a sec. Let's see. I think it's probably around at least 50, I think.
Wow. It looks great though.
Yeah, it's around 50. I have 55 large trees here, so yeah,
Wow.
around 50.
It looks really natural. It doesn't look like lots of trees. It does look really good.
Yeah, it's really hard to build organic actually. I think it's harder than doing the hard corners and all, and especially if you try to combine those two. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was what I was going for, so I'm happy with it in the end.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, and Sabi, of course, has in her big merchant empire that my daughter has decided. She has, of course, she needs a dock to get her wares in and out.
Yeah.
So I like putting small details as well into things that people can like discover after some time.
Yeah.
Spend time at the houses, like straight away.
Yeah, there is so much to see here.
Of course, the Sabi has her good friend Fess with her. How it's pronounced.
Ah, is that? I love this little drink you've made here. That's so cute.
Yeah, that's one of the details I like to do.
And your umbrella is amazing.
Thank you.
I love that. Those do actually make great umbrellas. I'm surprised other people haven't done that already.
Yeah. Well, I thought I needed an umbrella, and the bamboo is like going on vacation for me. So
And this as well, it looks great.
yeah, I thought like the wood elf hammock was perfect since it's organical. I can put it next into the tree. Of course, they need a couch to smoke their skooma and everything on. And it's a beachside bar and grill. So
Very nice.
you need some servings.
There's so much detail here. Like this is what I mean. Like I can't believe this is 700 items because there's just so much detail.
was up to me, I would like have 1,400 items. It
Yeah,
would
that,
be even better.
that would be
Uh,
great. We do need more items.
so as you can see as well, I like putting those paintings into walls and stuff, so you can have details in the background and light it up.
Mm.
See it really.
Yeah,
Small statue and all. Kind of fun. For me, that is like housing. You should, if when I go to houses and visit them, I always spend time in them. I don't run to like 60 houses a day to just look at them. I want to
No.
spend time in them and find out what has that person been thinking, what have they hidden, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, same. It's like much more fun to take your time in the houses and look at all the details.
And I'm a big fan as well of doing happy places. I don't do horror and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't like horror movies and all that, but
Yeah.
I like the cozy part about it, making cozy spaces.
I love this tunnel. This tunnel?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
it's
made,
really inviting. Like you just want to go in there. It's really pretty.
yeah, so I worked a lot with it. How I was going to do this. At the beginning, I was thinking about just making an apartment on the first floor, but I wanted to go up into the height part
Yeah,
of like a treehouse. So
that must have taken you so long to build this whole big tree and then build this walkway through it as well.
actually, this build was really one of my faster builds. Everything just went together perfectly, really fast. So I think I used around 4 days for everything.
Wow. I absolutely love this bathroom.
Thank you. The toilet actually is one of the hardest things in the build. I think I've changed it 10 times, but now I'm quite happy with it.
It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it went together good. I like it as well. I wanted it to be like natural as well, Telvani styled.
Mm.
Uses wood and no metals, but flowers and plants.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
So we can take the path up first to the Telvani apartment. And again, as in our house at home, we have an apartment we rent at first floor. My daughter, of course, decided that Tabi needed one
Oh.
attendant as well. So she has a Tilvani hermit living here.
Oh.
Quite eccentric with a lot of stuff and
Oh,
it's a bit
yeah,
of
this
a
is
chaos.
sweet. I love how the branches of the tree make like shelves. I think I said when I visited this house the other day that it's like a fairy tale, this place.
Yeah, that's what I went for as well. I wanted you to come in and like. I love when it opens up. You know, when you go into a room and you maybe
Mm.
have some expectations in your head, but when you come through the door, it's something completely else, and you get flabbergasted. I love that with houses.
Yeah, I love this bucket hanging with the glowing flower.
Yeah, I don't know how that came to me. It was just, let's do that. So
Yeah.
here he lives with all his nicks, bobs, and different things.
Mm. Yeah,
And
it's
when we get passing, he will start walking around, hopefully.
yeah. Oh, that's going to be so exciting next week, I think. Okay, so this is your light spire, did you say?
Yeah, it's my light spire. It's probably my biggest cliche house. I wanted to have like some like an epiphany. You open up into the house,
Mm,
like the light in the end of the tunnel thing. So
yeah,
you start out in like this thick forest
yeah,
camp as well, hunter camp or something.
yeah.
You can speculate about wanted poster and everything.
That's
And
cool.
as you move forward, you see the lights at the end of the tunnel in a way.
It almost looks like lava. When I first came here, I thought it was a volcano or something.
So happy when those flowers came out on the weekend vendor because I was going to use something else originally.
Mm, they
So
look
I
great.
think that's 75 of those plants.
Wow. Got a lot of those flowers.
Yeah, and I had to redo them actually because at some point when I was finished with the build, it crashed the build and everything just went flying everywhere.
Oh no. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that on Discord.
The walls were like 300 feet underground and everything, so I had to rebuild it, and actually it came out better. I think I could get the plants closer to each other, so it's even more comfortable.
Mm. Yeah, it looks really good. Was it EH2 that messed it up? Did you ever find
I
out?
think so. I think so. But
Yeah.
I don't use that for building. I do everything by hand. I
Mm.
think that's part of the fun.
Yeah, me too.
As you can see, it's only the forest in the background, like covering up the cave. As I said, I like to cover up stuff that you don't need for the build.
Yeah.
Straight path into it. So you like get sucked into the build.
Yeah,
I can
definitely. It's like
put the
very focused.
yeah, and I put the music down in the floor behind us there. Give it even more like feeling. I don't know if you noticed, but the same here with the pathway. I like sunk it down because I wanted the reflection of the water to go over the path.
Oh yeah, that is
I'm
really
micro
nice.
detailed. So same as we talked about earlier, I like it when you come in. It's like a big reveal. It's something else than you expected.
Yeah, this is beautiful. How did you do this? Is this a fountain and you've covered it with rocks?
Yeah, yeah. I knew I wanted a fountain fixture in the middle, but I wanted it to be organic. So it's the Elsewhere fountain, and I used a lot of small rocks, just perfectly placing them the way I wanted to have cover up the mouths and the heads of the lions.
Yeah, it's
I want
so nice. I love it. It's beautiful. Such a cool idea.
so I put down the couch as well on the tree stump because
Yeah, cool.
if you wanted to just hang out and yeah,
The,
look at it and relax, it's perfect.
the crystals up there are great as well.
Yeah, I really wanted the green crystals, but I'm kind of a scrub yet at the game, so I didn't have them. So I actually had to buy these ones with crowns.
Mm,
But
they look really nice though.
yeah, I wanted the contrast. It's cool to have the warm and cold contrast,
Mm.
and then they make a nice flooring as well on this next level. So it's green, and you can, of course, since it's a spire, we can go further up. Sabi's Zen house for relaxing. So of course it's gonna have
Aw.
some spa feeling to it.
I love what you've done with this bookcase and the archway.
Yeah, I knew I wanted a fireplace, but so I tried out a lot of different stuff to land on this.
Yeah, it looks great.
Just freestyling. I didn't really have a good plan to start with that one. I knew I wanted the arch and I wanted a fireplace in it.
Mm.
Trying out different things. And this is what I ended up with.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I knew as well I wanted Sabi to have like a luxurious bathing place. So that's why I elevated it.
Oh.
Wasn't a question about that. She liked that.
The towel rack is very cool too.
Thank you. I must confess, I think I've stolen that idea from somebody else. I can't remember where.
The water from the mushroom.
Yeah, that one I can say I've stolen 100%. I've seen it someone else did it on a YouTube video. Normally, I let myself get inspired, and I don't like to like steal other people's ideas, but that was such a good idea, and there isn't a lot of organic fixtures you can use for water coming out of them. So I thought it
Yeah,
was perfect.
yeah, definitely. Oops. I love this bed as well. It's sort of so nice and like pretty in here. Everything just is really nice to look at.
Thank you. I was trying to keep, even though I have like the metallic elements into it, I wanted to keep it organic. That's why I used a lot of round fixtures.
Mm.
It's the same with the bed. You can see cobbled that together with some, I think it's 3 beds, keeping with the round theme and wrapping a
Oh
tree around it.
yeah, you have used more than one bed. I didn't notice that was there.
Yeah, it's
That's
2
really cool.
solitude beds and a Talvani bed, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, and outside, of course, she needs a meditation spot. I think she's almost about to hit Nirvana.
What's the effect underneath her?
It's 2 of my mounts, actually.
Oh, is it? That's a good idea.
CJ mounts, 2 mounts. So they're standing upside down, and their hoofs are the things that are glowing.
Ah, I see. The little cat on the shoulder.
Yeah, I think it's the Zen Master teaching Asabi.
Oh. Oh, it's really nice.
So it's the same as I did with the other builds. Like when I built the framework, I wanted to have this view because it's a cavern. But so when I was testing out the build, I saw this view. It's actually quite nice. So I wanted to build
Yeah.
next to it. But
Yeah.
when we came in at the start, it was really enclosed and dark. And
Mm.
out here, it's open. And
It is a really nice view. You don't really need to do much to it, do you? It's just.
no, it was fixed for me. And the good thing about this part of the cavern, actually, it has the vines coming down, so I didn't need to buy them.
Ah, that's good.
It came with the build.
Yeah.
So a lot of pretty lights. That's what I went for. I wanted it to be everything is lighted up. That's why I went for the replicant trees as well.
Mm.
If you saw, but the chandelier up here is quite large too. All the lighting.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And I have this clockwork spear up there, and inside of it, it's hidden. I think it's a dwarven sun, and that's what lighting up the trees.
Ah.
Extremely bright with a lot of
Mm.
bloom in it. Yeah, so this is the second floor, and then I, of course, had to have a bathroom and a couch area, so I had to build up.
Is it just keeps on going, this house. Like, you think, like, oh, it's really nice, and then you see another area and another area.
So this is, I thought it would be great to just sit here as well. A nice area. You can have small windows to look through the cracks in the rocks. And of course, just look at the replicant trees with all the lights. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
And I like playing around with the different textures and models. Like, I don't like making just straight walls. That's why I did this shape right here at the door.
Yeah,
Oh,
that looks really cool.
it's not really a stroke of genius or anything, but if you do something else, it right away gets more interesting to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
So even a plain wall can be interesting, I think, in this game. And yeah, room as well. We need that. A cozy one.
Sorry, dogs.
Yeah, so this is a mix of going natural and going really metallic. The whole build, I thought, like, should be a metallic and stone mainly. So that's why the shelves are stone as well, mainly. Or
This
most.
Witch's Basin looks great like this.
Thank you.
You're so good at like making organic things, aren't you?
Well, there's so many great builders to get inspired from. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you. Thanks a lot. But I'm still just a junior, I think, at building organic. But I like trying out new things. That's the way you learn, I think. So after the build got destroyed from randomness, I actually saw that I had room for one more floor. I thought, of course, we need like a study or something to make all the replicant trees and
Oh,
this is the house.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Hide away. And it's quite cozy right here as well, this spot. And it's hidden from underneath, so you don't see it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen this. I wouldn't have known it was here unless you just showed me.
So of course it was some tweaking to get the room for this with the trees and wrapping them around the ball. I don't like things when they're crashing unnatural into other things. Like if you suddenly get like branches through a wall in a normal house. Doesn't look realistic.
Yeah.
So of course it's fantasy, but I want to try to keep it within some type of realism. Yeah, this is the Forgemaster Falls. It was a long time for me because it was the first house I actually bought, and I bought it the second it came out because I thought like, oh, this is beautiful, and then I started to realize it's almost a small nightmare to.
Oh, have you crashed?
Yeah, I crashed, but I'll get back in again. No problem.
Okay.
And it was a small nightmare to actually do something with it because it has so much houses in it, and yeah, different perfect spots to build on actually. So I spent a lot of time looking at what other people did, where did they build, and I think most people actually decided, I think, on the top of the waterfall, build there, and that's a really nice spot as well. But you need to move past all those orcish houses. So I wasn't quite content with that. So I think for a month I was just placing a box around to find where's the best views. So Yeah, I'm back. I settled on I'm making the windows for the main windows.
Yeah.
I ended up with this placement right here. I knew how the house was going to look, but I had sketched it out on paper.
The view of it from here is incredible.
I like that as well, that you can view the houses from a distance, so you can see that they're nice that way too. Of course, houses are nice on the inside as well, but I'm really a fan of architecture, so I
Yeah,
thought if you make something that you're proud of or architectural standing, it should be viewed from afar as well.
definitely. It looks so great with all these rocks in front as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, and that's a little nifty trick as well. I sunk some lights down into the rocks so it would light up the building and the rocks as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So we can go the correct way in. The other way is more like for viewing if you wanted that. Of course, I couldn't work. I had to work around the docking that already was there. So
I've never actually tried out this house. Can you build out really far on the water? No.
I think you can actually build out quite far. Seen some builds.
I like how you almost completely hidden the building. Like they just look like a separate thing, like not part of the house.
Yeah, well, I made this wooden wall over there with rocks and bushes, and it helps to use big trees because they cover up a lot. And that building right there, I've tried to cover it completely, but it was always showing in some way, and I thought, okay, I'll work with it instead. So I made it more into a ruin, like the rocks are coming over it and
Yeah,
falling apart partly. So I kept parts of it, and you can see the tower in the top there as well, chimney.
yeah, it's really nice.
The end, I think it added in some way to the build.
Yeah, it also almost makes it feel like there's a little town or something over there.
Yeah, strange hermit living in his strange house on the outskirts. I think maybe one of my biggest weaknesses with building houses is I see a lot of people do that. They make a house and they look perfect from one angle, but if you go on the backside, you can see all the stuff poking out. So I always make my houses, I try to at least, so you never can see any items sticking out of the walls, even though you go around them. So the same here, even though I have a wall here, it's just because I don't think it's a beautiful area. Covered up everything.
Wow. That's good.
So this is a modern build, mostly used orcish platforms for everything. So it's 2-layered orcish platforms.
Yeah.
Because I wanted thick walls to be like thick walls you can put things into and everything. And I wanted some wallpaper and carpets on the floors. Yeah, and of course I had to take advantage of the nice bathing area outside.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So first floor consists of a normal house of bathroom and 1 bedroom.
Wow, I love how you've used these glass cabinets.
Yeah, I would love to have windows in the game, but I think it's something about that style when you can have like large windows from the roof down to the floor. It's, and if you're so secluded, you can like take a shower in front of your
Yeah.
mirror, and it wouldn't be a problem. So
I really
I
love
would,
this shower head. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's one of 3 clockwork light posts.
Mm.
That actually took me some time to crack that code because I wanted the shower head to look good.
Yeah.
And I've seen hundreds of them on the web, but I wanted to make something new that nobody else had done, so I came
Yeah.
up with this.
It's brilliant.
And the same with the sink. I always like to make new sinks, at least. So this is a cobble of many different things. And
Yeah, it's the cup. I love that. It's got a little handle. So cute.
the toilets, I think I've settled on the toilet making. I think that's good enough for me. So I'm sticking to that one from now on. It's quite big, but it looks similar to toilet, I think.
Yeah, it looks great. What's that inside it? It's like moving.
Oh, it's one of the achievement items. I thought it needed to be more interesting, more clockworky. So I put that. I can
Yeah.
show it to you if you want to.
It's really cool.
It's this one,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks fun.
revolving celestial dome.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's the bath. I like the metallic feeling of it as well.
Mm.
Thing. And then you as well. I like the contrast between wood and stonework. So I
Mm.
kept the stone wall here.
This lamp is so cool. I love it. That's a really good
Remind me
idea.
of my grandma's. She used to have those type of lamps.
Oh.
So I thought, why not? Let's do something else with those lights.
Yeah, it looks great.
As you can see, like sinking down, the mask down here. I like doing stuff like that. Small
Even
detail.
like the way you hung the horn over the mirror, it just looks really cool.
Yeah. As you say, the devil is in the detail.
Mm.
Oh, I actually can see. And that's a strange thing. Sometimes items just move in the houses, just a
Mm.
couple of centimeters, and they get offset.
Yeah, they do.
So every now and then I'm coming back to the houses and fixing stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of planning to get everything. Like I knew I wanted 2 wardrobes here, so I had to have the wall exactly that length to make it work like that.
Mm. That's great.
And I think as well details like putting in these pillars at the corners. That's something that helps out with like selling the illusion of a real house,
Yeah.
like structurally solid. And
I
I
love
have a
these stairs.
yeah, I have a friend of a couple friends of mine actually own a really spectacular house. So they have these stairs in their house, but they're made out of concrete and just sticking out of the wall. It's
Mm.
incredible. So I wanted to do those, but I did it with planks instead.
Yeah, they're great. I love how they work as well.
Yeah, you can actually walk on them. So I knew I wanted a lot of separate out the house in like living area and a kitchen and study. So
Mm.
I have the stairs down as well because this area could
What
have.
did you use for your cigar? Because it's great.
Uh, yeah, it's I think it's just a tool,
Ah,
small
yeah.
tool, handle on a tool, and some incense underneath it.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, of course, Asabi smokes. She's a half a crook, so I think the salted furnishings as well really like works well with the wooden build, and I love the texture of them. They're really
Yeah,
crispy and nicely done.
they are really nice. These lampshades are really, really great.
Yeah, I thought it was missing something. I wanted to do something extra with those Merkmeyer lamps, so I thought they needed some lampshades. And well, they worked out really good.
Yeah, that is amazing.
And this was my first attempt at making like a modern kitchen, so I had to go out and study the greats how they did it, and I did my own version of it all.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
The only thing it's missing is a micro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice.
And I love actually with, I don't know what the English word for it, the thing that takes out the smoke hanging down there
Mm. The
when you
extractor.
cook. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the. I really like the details with the golden like thing sticking just a bit out against the blue lighting. And the thing with this now, you have like not instead of one light, you have 3 lights you can turn off and on.
Mm.
You get different lighting effects.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
And we have, of course, a small porch there, sitting reading a book, watching the view. This is a nice view this way as well.
Yeah, it's so pretty. This house is really nice, actually.
Thank you, Elara.
I might actually buy Forge Master Falls after visiting your house.
Oh, you're too kind. Yeah, as long as people enjoy it and maybe inspire somebody else to start building themselves or get some good ideas.
I'm
Perfect for
sure it
me.
will. I love,
I always,
I love the Southeast chair. It's really cool.
yeah, I know I wanted the like original throne as well for Salvi this time, so I cobbled together something strange.
Oh, it's
But
cute.
yeah, and I'm really looking forward to new fireplaces as well. It's
Yeah,
okay, but I'm not that happy with the fireplace. But at least it doesn't take up too many slots to just use a fireplace instead of building one yourself.
yeah, that's true. The new ones coming are much more beautiful, aren't they?
And of course, the grand view.
The seats
Instead of
are
looking
like
down from the waterfall, we're looking up at it.
a hammock thing.
Oh, in my hammock. Yeah, I like those hammocks.
Yeah, the views are great in here. Did you add the trees?
Oh, yeah, I added a tree. I thought it needed some color in the distance.
Mm.
Same with the Enric on the right side. Is like hiding something. Just if you stand there looking, you suddenly see something moving in the corner of your eye. I think that's quite cool.
So, what inspired you to build a modern house?
Oh, well, again, it wasn't my daughter who was like, why do they live in so strange houses? Can't it be more like our house?
Aw.
We live in a modern house, but not as grand as this one, of course. Uh, and yes, I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. And I'm a big fan of that type of architecture as well,
Yeah,
to have a go at it.
Did it
And the
take you?
game in many ways is like it wants you to build that way because everything has like straight corners and constructed like boxes.
Yeah.
I would love to have some curved railings, then I could really start building something.
Yeah. Did it take you a long time to build?
I think this build was, well, the building phase itself, planning was a long time, it was several weeks, but, and of course getting all the items. But the build itself, I think it was around 1 week
Yeah.
spent on it. But actually, when I was done with it, I was done with it. I haven't come back to this many times and fixed stuff
Yeah.
like
It's really.
content with it. I don't think I can do much more with it.
Yeah, it's perfect as it is anyway. It's really, really cool.
For me, it's about the building process. I enjoy that. I think that's fantastic. As I'm done with all my builds, after I open it up, like an open house, I wait around to see the reaction of the first people who come there and ask them if they liked it.
Yeah.
So I think for me that is like the kick I get out of it, and then I'm like done with the house. I move
Yeah.
on to the next project,
Yeah. It's
but I
amazing.
probably run out of plots at some time and need to start a new account.
Yeah. Well, I guess every update they bring out 2 new houses. So
I'm really looking forward to the 2 new houses that are coming out. I've
yeah,
already been on the
yeah,
PTS and building stuff there.
they're both beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, fantastic. I know not a lot of people are so big fans of the ice lake, but I see potential there. You can do
I love
awesome
that.
things. I saw your build there as well. It was really, really nice.
Thank you.
Things can be done.
Okay, so I guess we've visited your houses now. So
Yeah, and thanks a lot for coming.
yeah, thank you so much. I'm sure that lots of people will be very inspired by your houses. They're really brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank
I
you
hope
very
so
much.
too. That would be great if it inspires them to do their own projects and have fun with ESO and building. That makes me really happy.
I'm sure it will.
Okay. Thanks a
Okay,
lot for coming over and looking at my houses.
you're very welcome. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found Bompson's homes as inspiring as I did, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.